Here we go, boys and girls. Apologies for the delay. I've had a
My
few.
fault. It's my fault.
No, down, and it looks like it's happening again. Looks like it's happening.
Oh, no.
I'm not sure what is going on with me tonight. I think Faso, you're gonna have to hold the fort. In all fairness, because even my mic, my headphones, keep connecting and disconnecting. I don't know what's happening. It's weird.
I can hear you.
Good. Well, the mic is working because
Okay.
USB headphones are Bluetooth, and I've connected one of these. Basically, they give me like this little, I don't know, what do you call them? Like a booster, and it works off a SIM. So if my internet, my Wi-Fi goes down, I can use this as a backup. But because it's connected Bluetooth onto that, I think it's conflicting with my headset. So it's a bit of a ball ache, but it is what it is.
I guess sometimes call set headphones with the wires are the best, aren't they?
Yeah. I should really look for one. In all fairness, I might actually have one, to be fair, but it could take me forever in the day to find it. But yeah, we're here to talk about Ari against Sparta Prague. Sparta Prague against Ari. 2 minutes in, nothing's really happened. Let's bring up the team sheet actually while we're here.
Yeah. Vamp for a while I look for a stream.
Fair enough. Well, it's a pretty strong lineup. They've got Van Alves in goal, back for Kazu. He's playing centre back. He played centre back at the weekend. Borison with Boaki. I think that's a pretty solid defensive line. Vanna's just made a save near post, actually, 2 minutes in. So, yeah, Strutsky and Zoki in the middle of the park with Gogorin. Apparently, Gogorin is going to be playing as a Degari, but I think he's more going to be a false nine. Bengtson on the left, Mayambella on the right. Gomis is apparently up top. So, let's see how this one goes. At the moment, looking at it, it actually looks pretty accurate in all fairness. Well, Gogorin Gogorin is a number 9. The only difference is looks like Gomis is going to be the number 10, but I get the feeling that they're going to swap positions. So yeah. Anyway, so far so good. 3 minutes in, 0-0. Happy days so far.
Happy days.
Happy days. Oh,
yeah.
So sidestep. Apparently Botiak has retired today.
Well, I mean, he was only going to be playing amateur football.
Yeah.
Because he was playing. He signed for Trullus FC. You know.
That's right. That's right.
I think he's just moving into rural. It's not Basham or Hostel there, is it? It's rural Larnaca.
No.
Just sit back and relax.
Yeah, I mean, I shared a few messages with him the other day because he's telling me that his Miss Jew.
Something is due anyway.
What the fucking hell, man? Did that just...
So something is due. Something is due. I'm guessing he's got a kid due. Is what you're trying to tell me?
He's got a kid due in a couple of months. So
right.
But again, my head. It looks like it's conflicting because my headset, whenever it disconnects, it looks like the internet is messing around as well. So I don't know if it's worth me just going in the other room to look for a wired one to see if that makes any difference at all. I'm having a bloody nightmare. Thank you, EE, for fucking up my night. It's brilliant. Guys, we love you, but I think all the NC network needs new mics, laptops, and internet upgrade. Yeah, you're right.
I'm absolutely fine. I've listened to the way that I sound with this little beast, and I sound beautiful.
Yeah, the is fine. Your one is fine. It's just that today I'm having a nightmare. Honestly, I'm having an utter nightmare. The internet dropped at about 5 to 7. I was like, oh shit, I dish you more. So I called up the EE and then, we're going to bring out a technician to come. I was like, you brought one out about 6 months ago. It didn't make any difference. So I don't know, maybe it's the shit weather in the UK that they're going to blame, but it's gone down 7 times. 7 times this evening. I'm actually tethering. So, but anyway, does the sound quality, is it okay?
I mean, when you're not when you're not stuttering, buffering. When you're not
Ah,
buffering,
fuck.
no, it's fine. Like when you're not buffering, sounds absolutely fine.
Right. How
So
many
like
times
right
have it
now,
buffered?
twice.
Shit, yeah, I know, because it disconnected me. Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah, I've seen
like
that.
right now, you sound
So far, so good. Okay.
or at least normal
Yeah,
amount.
standard.
Yeah,
And ducks.
yeah.
So we're almost 6 minutes in. Nothing's really happened.
You're
Here you
gonna
go. It's a comment.
have good luck to Aris, of course.
Yeah, good luck to
I
him.
need some good
Good luck.
news tonight after events in Poland.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Aston Villa didn't do you any favors tonight, did they?
no,
You
they
know.
did not play well at all. Well, I mean, they played fine. It's just that kind of walked it when they should have
Oh no,
actually gone for it.
it's playing up. This is fucking playing up. I'm gonna have to go get a wide one in a minute. Actually, Joe, do you know what? Does it sound all right now? Because I'm just gonna use a speaker here. Fuck it.
Yeah, you sound fine. You
Okay, there's
sound
no
fine.
feedback on your end, no?
No,
Yeah,
no. What
so far
what
so good.
there you go.
Cheers, Daniels.
What I'm trying to, it's unbelievable, right? The site that I use to watch games. Oh, that's why. Fucking, you know what they've done? I'm
Yeah.
here looking for Sparta Prague versus Aris, and I've seen Aris, but they're using the bloody website I'm using is put the Aris Thessaloniki's emblem.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
So I've been kind of going like, it's not that one, not that one, not that one.
That's
So
no problem.
now all I've got to do is find a link that works from it.
I get it. Well, just to let you know, Adi have a throw in. 7 minutes 30 on my clock. Who's taking that? Is that Kazoo? Takes a throw, and they have a corner. Lovely,
Oh, bloody hell! Come on.
lovely. You know, the Sparta Prague have got Olatunji up front.
Yeah. He seems to be doing well for him as well. So
Yeah,
despite the fact that he almost did an Amarwada this summer.
almost.
Yeah.
So 18 clubs.
Yeah. He seems to be doing well for the one he's actually staying at for the time being. He's got a good scoring record for them at the moment, so I think he's one to watch.
Right, headed away, balls bounce on the edge of the box, hook back in. Brawson! Oh, he's headed it wide. Is that Brawson? Looks like I'm watching it on my yeah. Oh, 1 minute. He's given. What's he given?
What is that?
Brawson's gone for a header. The
Mhm.
defender's gone to challenge him. The ball's gone out for a throw. Brawson is down. The referee's given a card. For who? And why is he given a card? Is it a penalty? Well, if he's given the defender a booking for kicking Brawson in the face, then that should be a penalty.
Hold on a second. I'm still on throwing. I've just found the link and it's still on throwing. So I'll be able to react to it in a minute and a half, I think.
What has he given? Obviously, I've got the sound down, so I can't. He's given a yellow card to the defender, the captain. I've got the sound down, so I can't hear anything. So I don't know what. Ah, he's a pen. He's given a pen to Adi. He's given a pen.
Oh, what a start, lads! What a start!
Oh no!
Get that coefficient up. Let's go.
Yeah. Gogorin is stepping up. Now, whatever you do, don't take a pen like you did the last time you took a pen. Goalkeeper's trying to put him off. I thought they weren't allowed to do that.
They're not allowed to do that in the Premiership.
Oh, he's standing on his just in front.
Oh yeah, that's a penalty. Sorry, I'm just watching it happen in real time. I'm a couple of minutes behind, but yeah, that's a penalty, man.
Shpilevsky ain't sitting down. Come on, Gogorin.
That's a high foot. That.
He's booted him in the face.
Oh yeah. Oh, I felt that. I felt that from here.
By the way, before Gogorin takes it, don't forget to visit foodfromcyprus.com. Use the code NCN12 for 12% discount. Gogorin steps up. Goal for Ari. Lovely.
Beautiful. I have not seen it yet. Just calling it.
Sorry for spoiling it.
No, it's fine. It's I can give delayed reaction, but yeah, that was definitely a kick in the face, wasn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Uh,
Sure. Puts it
ah,
to
love
the
it.
goalkeeper's left bottom corner. Does the keeper. Lovely. Happy days. We might have something to celebrate for the Gibre.
Brawson just likes playing football, doesn't he? Like
Yeah.
every like he gets kicked in the face, he sits up and he's smiling. It's like he
Yeah.
scored he scored the own goal the other day because the ball bounced off his head after it hit the post, and then you see him and he's looking back at it. He's just going, "What the hell, man?" So, it's nice. It's nice. It's nice to see.
All right. Well, it looks like Ari are fairly organised defensively. Brawson has been an absolute man mountain at the moment. Anyway, he's been winning every header.
There you go. Yeah. Just seeing the penalty now. Cool as a cucumber.
Bloody hell!
To get a
This
cliche.
Prague player has just taken a shot from all of 25 yards out, and it's actually gone out for a throw.
Ah, beautiful. Beautiful.
We will take it.
Bobby Zamora. Bobby Zamora style.
Who's the Cypriot version of Bobby Zamora, you reckon?
I don't know, man. Let's leave it. Let's get the chat going with it. I think.
Yep.
Who in Cyprus seems to manage to get into a first team despite the fact that they can't score for shit?
Domane. Okay.
Well, no. I said first 11. Domane has got. He's not getting in.
All right, Ari on the left-hand side. Hang about. Bengtson moves inside, crosses it. Who's back stick? Headed out for a corner. I'll tell you what, man. They're looking dangerous on the counter. That's speed.
They've got the speed and the power for it. It's just normally they do that when they've got loads of possession. So they just need to get used to not having as much possession against the team like this lot in away from home. That's it, isn't it?
Brawson's whipped the ball back stick, and the defender's taking off Kogorin's head. Otherwise, going to hang about. Gazul taking the corner near post. Flipping, no, he's rifled it near post. I don't know what's happened there. He's gone out for another corner. Looked like he went out for a throw, but he put some whip on that. Here we go, part 2. Where's he going to go? Near post or back stick? He's gone back stick, headed away. Ooh! There's a volley over the bar there from Brawson, right by the penalty spot.
He's involved in it all, isn't he?
Yeah, he's on one tonight, man. Shit defensive clearance. Olatunji, believe it or not, headed it straight to him, and he tried like a Mark Hughes style volley. I won't call it a scissor. It was more like I wouldn't say scissor kick. Scissor kick, yeah.
Well, like that Paolo Di Canio finish.
No, Di Canio finish was different gravy. Different gravy. Right, they've hit it long. Borison's dealt with it well. Olatunji tried to ragdoll him. Didn't have it.
There's 2 Scandinavian players with the names beginning with B still.
Brawson, Bengtson.
Yeah, because you keep saying Brawson all the time.
Sorry, Brawson. Brawson's the central defender. Bengtson's
exactly. There you go.
I'm getting them mixed up. My bad.
It was Brawson that got hit. That got kicked in the face.
Yes, it was Brawson. It was Bengtson that scissor kicked over the bar. Okay. And he put the cross in the box. Mind. Well, it's just on. All right. They're playing high up the pitch, though. Like, really high up.
That's just how they play, isn't it? They always play high up the pitch. That's how they got done. That's how they got done a couple of times by what they're called.
Arte Borisov.
Yeah, because they were playing so high up the pitch, anytime the long ball was coming through and they had somebody with pace up front, they were just getting past the defenders. So,
well, it makes a difference when Musunda's playing, doesn't it? Because I don't think he reads the game as well as Brawson.
There you go. He's got it.
Yeah, Sparta Prague, man. They
I said it. There's Sparta Prague are very much two teams in Europe every time. They seem to have these periods where they put in these great performances, and then sometimes they turn up and they're utter dog shit. It's
yeah. It seems to remember when Rosicky was playing for him.
Yeah.
That shows my age, doesn't it?
Oh God, Rosicky.
All right, corner for Sparta Prague. Taking forever to take it. No, wait. They've got a striker called Kuchta, and he's arguing with Zoke. And the referee's stepping in because that's what referees do.
That's what they need to do.
Yes.
By the way, we've got some more European representation tonight.
Oh,
Cyprus has. Yeah. Menelaos Antoniou is refereeing
Eintracht
the Aberdeen.
Frankfurt,
The Frankfurt Aberdeen game.
I've got a mate that's gone to that, actually. He's an Aberdeen fan. Ali Beg. Ali, he's got his own Aberdeen fan show, but he's been working in media for years. In fact, the funny thing with Ali, many years ago, he was doing modeling and he was approached by this talent agency. They're like, yeah, let's get a boy band together with you and some other people. He's like, okay, whatever. Can't sing, can't dance. And they did all right. So obviously they separated and did their own thing, but he ended up working for beIN Sports as a producer. Now he went to Australia for the Women's World Cup for Optus. So he's doing really well for himself. But
that's a career, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, he worked for MUTV. He worked for Celtics TV channel as well. These are in the 90s. So he's got a lot of good connections within the game in Britain. So I'm hoping he can sort me out with an interview with Neil Lennon. I'm hoping. If I can get Neil Lennon on the pod, man, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, just make sure you get some sound cancelling software.
Oof. I dare. Right, Sparta Prague have a free kick, right hand side of the box, whipped towards the back stick. Van Alves has punched it away. There you go, corner. I'm not going to say anything positive about Van Alves because every time I say something positive about goalkeeper, they drop a bollock. So I'm not going to say anything positive.
Whilst he did have a few good saves against Bafor, he did have a couple of questionable decisions that he didn't get punished for. Like there was the one with, if it was anybody else other than Bruno trying to chip him after the header, it would have been a goal.
Flipping hell. Bruno Felipe on his left foot. All right. So the corner's coming back stick. Someone's headed it back across the face of the goal. It's hit. Who's it? Urosevic in the back of the head, and they're claiming they want a handball. And Urosevic is tapping the back of his head, saying, "Nah, mate, don't try it."
I'm just I'm just watching the free kick that you talked about being taken now, and there's the Sparta Prague fans in the background, and they're all jumping in unison.
They fucking equalise, haven't they? Shit, the guy that conceded the penalty, the captain, has only gone and headed it in the fucking back of the net. Shit the bed.
That's okay.
Well,
it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it is.
It's fine. It's not panic.
Krejci.
Incredulous.
Yes. Gogorin should have headed that away, man. Who was on him? Was that Kazu? Kazu was marking him. Oh, come on, man. Can't let him get the head away. That's ridiculous. He's just shoved him off the ball and just headed it in. Kazu needs to do better there. That's terrible. That's really bad. Even Kokorin's header or the leap wasn't good enough.
Mm.
But here's the thing: they didn't have anyone back stick. They didn't have anyone on the back post, and that's what I get annoyed about when I don't see players on the front post or the back post. Because if they got someone on the line there on the back post, they're clearing it.
Yeah.
Oh well. Anyway, well look, at least we're not doing another watch along for the Cyprus national team.
God damn, no, thank God.
Because we spend the full 90 minutes saying, why the fuck are you playing 5-4-1?
Yeah, the good thing about that is because we don't have as much invested in the game, we can kind of enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah.
Rather than watch it and just
cross another header, fucking hell. Come on, Ari, you need to do better with those crosses, man.
Man, I've just seen the goal now, the replay. That's a very Kaju's just
Baniko and Ari fan.
That I mean his emblem is a bulldog in green and white.
Could be an Omonia fan. I don't know. Unless he means for Monday. Not sure. Baniko, which team were you with, man?
By the way, good evening, Christo.
Yes. Carlos Suarez. So yeah, 4-2-3-1. So it seems. No Babika in the team though.
He played. Did he play the weekend?
Good question.
Yeah, Mayambella didn't start at the weekend.
Yeah. Well, he's not a bad player to take off the bench, is he?
No, but I think so. I think Shpileski's a bit spoilt for choice.
Yeah.
And I think he's gonna, especially with Kakorin coming back, I think he's gonna have some difficulty finding what his best forward line's gonna be now. He's just got so many to pick from, hasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bengtsson, Montnor, Pambika, Mayambella, Kakorin, Stepinski.
Montnor.
Listen, right? It's good that they didn't invest in. It's good that they didn't invest in defenders. Otherwise, we'd have to just give him the league without playing any games.
True. Very true. Question here, Stel, do you think we got this on Monday against Ari? Difficult to say, man, because Ari can put out two teams, can't they? And I don't think they're going to have a similar lineup to what I'm expecting Morgan Brown to play. I'm expecting Sané, the right back, to play. I'm expecting who else? Yago to play. I'm expecting who else? Babika to play. Montnor. So it's not going to be exactly the same team, but
probably Spogliaric as well.
Yeah, Spogliaric.
So
I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't know. And the way that we played against Isle, giving away a stupid red card like that, honestly, I don't know.
I think it depends on how solid the defense is going to be, because Omonia has the attacking skill to probably take on Aris's defense quite easily.
Yeah.
But they're going to have to deal with the onslaught that's going to come from the other end.
For sure.
Now, Lang and Militic have not been.
There's a chance it's fucking 2-1. And they just could not clear their flipping lines, and it's the captain again. He scored again. Honestly, the state of the defending there, man. Well, if they defend like that against us, I'll have no.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
And it's basic. It's just basic defending. They just could not clear their lines at all.
Mm-hmm. It's
unbelievable. Right, so it's a long throw in the box. Who tried to clear that? I can't make out. Was that Brosnan that tried to clear it? No, it was Gagarin. No, it was Gagarin. Yeah, Gagarin tried to win the ball. Was shoved out of the way. Urošević has tried to. I don't know whether he tried to block the ball or trap the ball. I don't know. It's gone straight back to the captain, who's put it in the back of the net, and no one's picking him up.
Oh yeah, hold on. I'm just watching the throw-in come in now. Just gonna.
That's dreadful.
So yeah, the throw-in comes in. Oh no,
it's
that's
dreadful.
really bad.
It is. Yeah.
That's really bad. That's really bad defending. You see, this is what I mean. Is that they've gone intense with the transfer business. Well, they haven't got intense with the transfer business, but again, they've overloaded themselves up top.
Yeah.
And they've left the defense a bit bare. And yeah, that's not good, man. I mean, so yeah, Jacques has gone for the header, completely missed it. Gagarin misses as well. Looks like Urošević then just plays it into the attacker, and
yeah, he just played it back in his club. He tried to block the ball, and the ball's gone straight back to the.
Nah, that's again. I think
they shot themselves in the foot.
They really messed it up, haven't they?
Yeah.
I think just looking at it, somebody's asking. Marios is asking about starting Karim or Gaguli against Aris. I think what you want to do against Aris is probably go 5-3-2, no?
Play both of them. Play 4-4-2. Put Bezos on the bench. He wouldn't offer anything in a game like that.
Interesting.
Not in midfield. Put it so: if you play him as a number 10 against Morgan Brown and Spoljaric or Zoke,
he'll be lost in the game.
Get it? Just go 2 up front. Go 2 up front.
So that's why I'm saying 5-3-2, because if you've got say Lesiak and Matthews as wing backs, you've got 3 in defence. That way you can have one on each of their front 3.
Yeah, but then you're relying on one of the centre backs to cover when the fullbacks get forward. And if, say, for example, Militic is the right centre back, then he's going to have to move into a right back area to try and cover. And I don't like the thought of Militic in a foot race with
anyone.
Because if they play the Dutch lad on the left and put Montnor, put him on the left and put Stepinski up front, then there's going to be problems. So I don't know. Anyway, look, I need to go for a quick wee. I'll be back in a sec.
All right, go for it. I'm just watching.
I've got a question. Do you see Alium or Amo starting? We don't want to talk about Amo. I'm not talking about him. Right, I'm going for a wee. 1 second.
Yep. But I mean, do Omonia fans want Alium starting after his performance last match day? Just want to hear your guys' opinions on that. That's because from the highlights that I watched, he looked like he needs another 2-3 weeks before he's anywhere near ready to be starting games. It's just the even like when he was trying to sprint to get to a ball, it looked like he was busting a gut. He didn't look like he was ready at all to be on the pitch. So Pedro, I don't have access to the stuff to bring up the comments. That's only Stel. So, but he says, "Erov lebo lo izo," but if you need a surprise, then why not? I mean, if you're looking for a surprise instead of a win, go for it. You know, I think it's more important about who's going to play in the middle of the park, because somebody is going to have to be Golo and Vraji with Gagorin, especially if he's playing number 9. He's playing that false 9 or sitting in the number 10 position. And then you're going to need 2 central midfielders to kind of help him out in that situation. Now, which 2 central midfielders do you play with Bashiru? Because I think you're going to have Bashiru on Gagorin, because he'll probably be the one. Bashiru will probably be on Gagorin, I'm saying. Oh, is it? Oh, okay, Pedro, sorry. Bash is out.
Shpilevsky is losing his shit at the moment.
Gonna be interesting. Sorry, yeah, I've not been watching the match. I've been talking about the match that's gonna happen on Monday.
Well,
but yeah,
clearly, we haven't missed anything. It just looks like Sparta Prague are happy to have the ball. Ari hardly pressing. Ball over the top, and they're through. He's taking it a little bit too wide, and he's shot side netting. They've got an escape there. That first touch took the striker away from goal, and it made the angle a little bit more difficult. But that's a let-off. That is a let-off. Since the equaliser, they haven't been the same. I'll tell you what, that ball over the top, I was waxing lyrical about Brawson earlier, and he didn't deal with it at all. Olatunji has even flicked it on. He hasn't. It looks like he flicked it on, but he didn't. Brawson out of position. Bloody hell.
Yeah, I think the Sparta Prague manager's done his homework.
Oh, of course.
It's, sit back, wait for him to come at you, and then catch him with the long balls, the counter, the set pieces, which it's kind of how they've ended up scoring 2 already, isn't it?
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Vanna. He's just passed the ball straight to one of their players. Oh, fucking, it was just shot over the bar. Flipping hell, that was terrible. They're rattled. They're fully rattled. They're rattled.
Oh no, man! I've just seen the.
They're rattled. They really need to fucking give their heads a wobble at the moment, because at this stage, Sparta Prague, they're on the front foot. They are on it. And I'm guessing the crowd are probably up for it as well. So they need to slow the game down. They need to keep those fans quiet. Otherwise, the game could be done by half time, the way that things are at the moment. They need like a break-in play or something. Mind you, they did have one, didn't they? Did Sparta Prague make a substitution while I was gone? I think
Yeah, so yes, it looked like somebody got injured.
Yeah.
It looked like somebody got injured. That was one of the reasons why Shpilevsky was going a bit apeshit.
Oh, Vanna! He's doing it again. He's having a De Gea moment today, I'll tell you. They're trying to build from the back. You can't do it against these teams in Europe, man. You can't. The quality is a couple levels higher than Cyprus, man. You can't do it against these teams. You can't. They need to stop doing it. Bullshit.
You can if you got good enough players. But again, we keep going on about Aris' defence.
Well, let's see. It's another long throw in the box. Keeper's come out, punched it. He's won a free kick. That's what. Oh, easy taken out. No, he took out Brawson, but Brawson looks like he's getting back up. So That right now, what they need to do is just take their time over this fucking free kick. Don't play out from the back. Yeah. Take the sting out of the game. Just run down the clock a little bit, because right now they're breathing out their asses.
Yep. It's not good. It's not good. The goal, like you said, the first goal rattled them, and they just.
The thing is, mate, these are individual mistakes.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's not as if they were two moments of magic or individual brilliance.
No,
It was
no,
the
no.
first one. Kokorin didn't head the ball away. He mistimed his jump. Kazu wasn't tracking the runner who equalised. And then you saw the second goal. You saw both goals. But the second goal, they didn't clear their lines at all.
No.
At all.
No. And I think, I mean, this is a bit of a scouting mission for you as well, isn't it? That you can kind of see how they're dealing with set pieces, for instance.
Yeah, for sure.
So the way that they're dealing defensively with set pieces kind of gives me a bit more confidence when they're gonna play up well.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah,
just get Petrovic. Just get Petrovic on the near post to be fine.
We're just aim the ball back stick, and they don't have anyone on the back post. See, now they're not pressing at all. They're just backing off, and maybe that's because they know that if they press, then the ball's going to go over the top and they fight.
Yeah, maybe it's because Sparta Prague aren't showing anything.
There it is again. Another ball into the channels, though. They're pushed up.
Yeah.
This is the danger, and I think you're right. That's exactly what Sparta Prague are doing. They're waiting for them to press, and then the moment they get that trigger point, once they see 3 or 4 players moving forward, they just lash the ball either through the middle or into the channels, and just flipping hell.
And I think that's how you beat Aris, because it's what the tennis match, the basketball games that they had between themselves and AEK in the first part of the season. That's what AEK were doing, and Farage had like the freedom of the freedom of the wing he was working on, didn't he? A few times. So yeah, I think that's how you beat them, isn't it? Is you invite the pressure.
Yeah.
It's just that you need to have the players that can then deal with that pressure to get the ball out to the wings or into the channels, into the spare areas.
Aye. All right. 30 minutes in. Goalkeeper's got the ball, looking for the ball into the channel again. Oh, Wacky does well to head it back. Oh, it's Kazu, sorry. Kazu.
Mr. Peanut. Yeah, cashew, isn't it? It's a cashew nut, yeah.
Cashew nut, yeah, bravo.
Yeah.
Flipping hell.
My boy, football Cypriota, where are you?
My goodness. Do you know what it is? What I've noticed that once they see any fullbacks, let's say for example Kazu, once they see him 10, 15 yards further up the field than he should be, they just smash the ball into the channel where he's supposed to be, and they just let Olatunji run onto it in a foot race against Brawson. He's going to tire him out.
Yep. Yeah, because Brawson is a good enough defender. He's just he doesn't. He's not a pacey fella, is he?
No.
But he's gonna put a lot on the line for you in defense, but he just doesn't have the pace to deal with some of the higher class wingers / strikers that we've got in the league.
Well, they could have signed Phil Jones, couldn't they?
Yeah, there you go, Phil Jones. Somebody, man. Can somebody still sign Phil Jones, or is that done now?
No, they can. They can, because he's been a free agent since
May.
May gone. Or last May.
No, May 31st is when contracts run out, isn't it?
Yeah, but I didn't know it was this May. I can't remember. He's been at
No,
the
no,
big.
no. I mean, he's not played for Man United for a long time, but he was there.
I think they can sign players that have been free transfers for 6 months. I think.
Okay.
Or since January.
Yeah, that
Before January, I think.
yeah, because that's the.
Oh, they're through again. That's a good challenge, man. That's a great challenge. He fucked up defensively because he should have read the ball over the top, but Brighton won Ajax 2 there, Stefano. Really?
Yeah, but it's the wrong Ajax.
Yeah. Well, people were saying to me, "Oh, how do you think Brighton are going to do against Ajax?" I was like, "Listen, don't write off Ajax, man, because Almeida's got a good squad there. Got a good squad." There's another chance. Olatunji, how did he not score? He got something on it and he's directed it away from goal. He should have scored. It's a free header. Another shot. Vanna turns it out for a corner. Oh, he's saying he didn't touch it, but I think it's a good deflection.
If they keep it 2-1,
that's a free
till
header.
half time, then they would have done well, because they've not been in this game.
No.
So and Shpilevsky's not scared to. I've just seen. Yeah, I am really far back. I've just seen that tackle. I've just seen that tackle that you were on about.
No. It'll be Christmas and you'll be at Easter.
Why is it so far behind? But yeah.
Also, what you're seeing is that Zoke is more of a defensive midfielder, and there's a massive gap between Zoke and who's the other lad in the middle with him? I forget his name now. Schutsky, yeah. So there's a massive gap. So when Zoke comes deep to support, there isn't enough support for him. So there's a gaping hole. Mayambella's trying to do everything on the edge of the box. Referee blows for a free kick. Yeah, they need half time. They need half time.
Yeah, if they were going to get third place in this group that they're in, they need to be getting the results against Sparta. So,
listen, if you'd have told them before the game you'd get a point, they'd have taken it.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, especially away from home, especially. Yeah,
for sure. So, it's clearly a difficult group when you've got Betis and bloody Glasgow Rangers in there.
Listen, Rangers are in a bit of a problem period at the moment.
Yeah, but they're going to sack Michael Beale and they'll get someone else in and they'll turn things around.
And then what?
And obviously they'll be miles behind Celtic by the time that happens, because Brendan Rodgers is doing well there. I mean, I haven't looked at the Scottish League table, but I can pretty much tell you that Celtic are top. Let me just bring it up anyway. Fuck it, let me have a look. SPL League. Sorry, league table. There we go. The Cinch Premier League table. Okay. That's what it's called now. The Cinch.
What is
Cinch? Celtic are top on 13 points. Rangers are fourth on 9. They are. Celtic are 2 points ahead of St Mirren.
There you go.
Team. And I bet he doesn't play centre back.
He's getting plaudits for the performances he's putting in for St Mirren as well.
What, in midfield?
Well, wherever he's playing for him, whether it's in defence or in midfield, they bloody love him. Right, they should, because he's very good.
Well, they loved him at Hibs as well.
Yeah, because what you get from Gogic is what you get from I'm going to have to refer it to kind of like an Aston Villa player, but what you get from Gogic is what you get from players like Martin Lawson.
Yes,
is that he's gonna bleed for the team.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's going to drive himself into the ground for the team.
Well, as long as he's not like Enkelman.
And fans love that for a player. Let's not bring up Peter Enkelman, please. with his pedo-like facial hair and his
Can't trap a bag of sand.
Yeah.
Maybe he's mates with Adam Lang.
Oh dear. Why is that?
Because he can't trap a bag of sand either.
Ah, got you.
Show me your friends, I'll show you who you are. Right, 4 minutes added time. Do you know, at half time, I think we better discuss Ketspyre's comments.
Oh, do we have to?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay.
I think because he's proper thrown his players under the bus.
I mean, it's not like that's brand new for him, is it?
No, but is that the way he should be conducting himself as a head coach of a national team?
Of course not, but...
Apologies for that rant earlier, by the way, on Twitter about the... That
rant was ill-informed.
Yeah, well... I've come to a point where I don't care now. I don't care.
Just in case people are listening after the fact rather than watching, I'm moving around as if like I made a joke there, just to really push the point.
Yes. Anyway. Anyway. Well, we've got 2 more minutes into its half time, so I'm just bringing up what he said just so that I can refresh my memory and raise my blood pressure again.
Yeah, I'm waiting for like a vein to kind of show up here like this. It's going to be
Although
great.
to be fair, I mean, when you look at the photograph of the press conference that they put up, there's 3 coffee cups, and it's very good advertising. They're not quite Starbucks. I don't know what coffee company it is. It looks like I can't make it out, but it looks like Lenin with a red logo with a red circle around him and in yellow writing. I don't know. Anyone know what company that is? Coffee company, red circle, picture of a guy who looks like Lenin, or could look like Heisenberg. I don't know.
It's instead of Mr. Brown, it's Mr. Blue.
Mr. Trotsky. We could get away with it actually in Cyprus. Oh, chance cross inside the box cleared.
Yeah, what's the time reading for you? Mine says 2:23. Injury time.
3:44.
Oh, so it's not that far back.
It's Willy Wonka. It's Willy Wonka on the shut up, Willy Wonka. Scassere. They can't have Willy Wonka. They'll get sued. Mind you, it goes back to what I was saying the other week about the fake shirts and all that. The knockoff fanelles. Didn't stop them then.
Yep.
Right, half time, 2-1. So, do you want to go for a piss break, or shall we get right into this?
No, man, I'm ready. I'm ready to launch that piss.
Right,
I get Spire.
So, as you guys know, Ketspyre had a press conference today. I don't know where this came from, in all fairness. There's no international football at the moment, so I guess this was a PR stunt or a way to try and clear the air.
It's the Gergida thing. It's the 21st today.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that what was the point of it?
Oh no! So every time there's an international break, they kind of have a cool-off period, and then they do the interview with the international team manager. Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like a debrief session.
And that's all right. So they asked him about the group, and he said we can't compete with teams like that. I agree. You can't compete with Spain and Scotland and Norway. I give him that. They're teams that are fighting qualification, yes. When you have a team like Norway, you understand the difficulty. We can do no more. I took over the national team in the Nations League. We finished last. Now, how does that have any relevance to anything? What he's saying is, I took over when we were bottom of our Nations League group. What's your point?
I think he's trying to say he's improved the skill of the team. He's improved the level of the team. I think that's what he's trying to say there.
How? 2 wins.
Tomo.
2 wins. Fraud Spire. Yeah, bravo. Ganidon. No. This is yeah. He's trying to say that he keeps fucking up and he's getting paid. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I agree.
Yeah.
So he then said, we played and beat Greece 1-0, even though Greece probably should have won that with the chance that they had. We also played against Israel. Okay, 3-2 win. We said from the beginning that we would try. When we play Spain, however, it's not enough to say that we must be competitive. Right. We don't expect you to be competitive against Spain. But what we don't expect, right, is for you to go 5-4-1, and in the second half, you keep the same system. You put Bilea on the left side of midfield. You put Johnny on the right side of midfield, and you expect them both to be like wing backs.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's exactly what he's expecting.
Okay. Then he says, we don't give players a chance here. What do you want? Should I play with 3 strikers against Spain? No. You should play.
No. Fuck it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. If we're gonna lose 6-0, right? At least let's have some fun. Let's learn something about some players, right? You tell the players to go out and enjoy themselves. Go give it. This is games against Spain and Scotland. That's where you be Sofroni, passion merchant, rest of it. Whereas in the games against your Georgias and the like, you come up with something to get the 3 points.
Yeah.
But against Spain, fucking clown it up. Have some fun with it. That's the whole point of playing Spain, the level that Cyprus is at. Was okay, you make the game a bit difficult for Spain, but we didn't make it difficult, did we? We just let them do whatever they wanted. We played right into their hands.
Yeah.
And just let them get on with it. And we just sat there and went.
Well, the thing is, prior to that, you said we don't give players a chance here. What do you want? Now, that's the pot calling the kettle black. Because when was the last player under Spires tenure anorthosis that came through the youth academy?
So, I think there's a quote a bit further down that you can read that basically answers what he thinks about that. Right. I think he says something along the lines of, when I was manager of anorthosis, we had 6 Cypriot players in the first team, and I didn't think to ask the question what all the other managers were doing.
Well, look, when he said we don't give players a chance here, what do you want me to do? Let's get it right. He's got a point, because we've gone through this time and time again.
We have.
Right? However, as the national team head coach, has he actually sat down to have a conversation with Turtlehead Guma and say, mate, you need to do something about this. You need to do something about this rule. There needs to be a change. There needs to be something. There needs to be something. Mm-hmm. I don't think he's had that conversation, because I don't think he gives a shit.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Anyway, what else did he say? He started talking about team selections. The coach selects the players to play, not to warm up and sit on the bench. right, which he did to Johnny's and Bilal and Gaguli and many others who should have had an opportunity. We want to give more importance to our league. Clearly, it's not the best in Europe. When Cypriots are not given opportunities in this league, how can they play at this level? Okay. A lot to unpack there, but I'm sure we can break this one down. First of all, he says we need to give more importance to our league. Well, yes, we do, but people such as yourself ain't helping the matter by not selecting players in form, and you go with other players who you feel are good enough. I don't know. Going back to what I said
Also,
earlier,
he keeps referring back to the league. Sorry, he keeps referring back to the league. But there's players available to him that are in inverted commas better leagues that are playing, and he's not picking.
There you go. There you go.
For instance, Bilal. The only reason Bilal was in the team is because Ioannou got injured
Yeah.
at Como. You know, a
Yeah.
Serie B team. So he's
Yeah.
got a player who's playing in the Super League in Greece and doing very well from what I've seen from his statistics and what people think of him, and gets by as picking him because he has to,
Right.
rather than because he wants to.
Exactly. Anyway, we want to give more importance to our league. Clearly, it's not the best in Europe. Yes, we do know this. We do know this. Okay, but let's get it right. This is a guy who, again, is completely shitting on his players. Yeah, he's completely shitting on them. And this whole we need to give more importance to our league. Let's go back to his tenure at Anorthosis and the type of players that he was signing, like Carl Lafferty, like Gacharava, like flipping, who else? Vada, like Zur, like Arayuri, like Hambadrumian. You tell me.
What do you want me to tell you? What do you want me to tell you?
Delatic, Novotny. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a very interesting comment that's just come in right at the bottom
This
there from
one.
Bani Kui.
He actually said if he knew the group, he wouldn't take over. Did he actually say that?
That's disgusting. That's disgusting. That's sackable. That's sackable. That's sackable.
If you can find that quote, let me know. Just stick the link in the thing, and I'll find it. I'll bring it up because
unbelievable.
Okay.
If that's real, that's sackable.
Mink Sekanaz, I've taken this information off a website, so they probably missed that bit out. Anyway, so where is the next bit? So it goes, 4 teams went into Europe and only 1 or 2 players were key. Well, I think that's a bit false because how many Omonia players were Cypriot in Europe?
I've got again. I'm going to go back to Bileas. Bileas. You were forced to pick him because of an injury.
Yeah. So what he's doing now, he's just making any kind of excuse.
Yeah, he's trying to find all the excuses he can.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he's getting them all out now. So when they play Georgia again and they get spanked 4-0 because he's going to line up 5-4-1 again, he's not going to have any more excuses.
Yeah. He then goes, I weigh the data, I analyze the data with the national team. If Ilia played instead of Sotiriou, would the result be better? People say a lot, and I can talk after the game. It becomes a 23-man squad after the matches and not a selection of 30 players. Well, again, that's more Malaguiers because you selected 23 players. You selected these players.
Ilia wasn't even on the bench
for the Scotland game.
For the Scotland game. Or Efrem. They weren't fit.
Sack him now. I think it's a question. Oh, right. Okay. Funny quiz one was a question. Okay, Ndaksu. Sorry. Right. He then said, we play in the most difficult group. If you look at the teams, we have to admit the superiority of the opponents. We played Scotland, Norway, Spain. I'm not saying something as an excuse, but I, as a human being, tell you that we cannot compete with them on equal terms. Cypriots have no levels here or whatever. In other leagues, they already have 5 or 6 in their country play. Okay, so there's 5 or 6 of the main players playing big leagues, whatever, right? Philip, I get what he's saying. We're not saying that the Cypriot national team is good enough to compete with Spain and all these other teams. We know we're not there.
No.
But the way I see it is that that's a defeatist attitude. When you're playing the likes of Scotland, Norway, Georgia, etc., go with an attack-minded system. We know there's a strong chance we're going to lose. And we know there's a strong chance against the likes of Spain and Scotland, it's going to be a heavy defeat. So play an attack-minded system where you've got more attackers on the pitch. You can try something new, and nothing's really going to be damaged in terms of the confidence, in terms of the reputation, because, well, we know we're going to lose these games. There's a big chance we're going to lose these games. But you've thrown in the towel before you even selected the team.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Leon, what else? Fucking hell. On the national team's objectives, one of the reasons I cooperated with the federation was to give me a chance in the Nations League with the teams that are somewhat close to us. Now, this for me is another fucking piss take, right? It's like, I'm not going to play FIFA against my mate Alex because he's levels ahead of me. I'm going to play against my nephew because he's 10 years old and I know I can whoop him.
Yeah, well, you know, what he's saying there is you need to measure my success on what we do in the Nations League, right? So when we get dicked by Gibraltar,
Yep.
where's he going to hide?
Yeah, exactly. Where is he going to hide? Where is he going to hide? What excuse is he going to come up with? There's a big rock in Gibraltar. It scared me.
Yeah, because everything he's mentioned against a team like Gibraltar means nothing.
No, doesn't.
So yeah, so there's a comment that came in right at the top, near the top of the comments there, from from Connor.
Where? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Connor, I didn't see that, mate. Sorry, my bad. Evening, guys. By 2 pence worth, I can understand teams like Apollon, Omoni, etc., filling the squad with foreign players, but the likes of Doxa and Garmildes should be willing to give Cypriots a go. Well, this is it. But what the thing is, Connor, with Doxa, their president is an alleged agent, and Garmildes' president is a Russian guy that knows nothing about football, and I don't know how they do things there at the club. Well, we know that some managers even haven't been paid. They've signed documents, and it might be disappearing ink that they got. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're right though. He's right. I like Connor's following Cypriot football, man. He knows about these clubs. Come on, pick up Connor. Let's go. Yeah. So anyway, so the next comments. Fucking hell, man. Honestly. They're much better than us. It's certainly not easy for me. The burden falls on me and the responsibility is mine. Wow. So he's taken some responsibility. And then, look, they're about to kick off, but I'm just going to go through these ones.
Yeah.
He spoke about Correa and Roberge. I'm not here to highlight Cypriot footballers. That should be done by the teams, not the national team. My job is to decide who plays. I don't think it's played a big role in the results of the game, obviously selecting these guys. Lifey could have played. But he only trained. These players were nationalized, and you have to respect them. I can count on these two. Right. Well, I don't think he ever coached Roberge for a start, and Correa we know is his guy.
Yeah, that's
That then leads us on to our next bit, the next question, which I'm sure we can go on. But you're going to write about this with Gosti, and we know all about what's happening there.
mhm.
Well, can't you rely on a defender that's playing for Atletico Madrid's Segunda team? Can't you rely on him? Can't
Apparently
you?
not.
No?
Apparently
Okay.
not. No.
And
Getspire knows more than Diego fucking Simeone.
yeah, of course he does. Well, look, Getspire once said that he's the best manager to ever coach in Cyprus, remember?
Mhm.
I've got that on video.
Mhm.
Anyway, Adi have got the ball. They play it out wide. Good give and go there. Here we go. Ball goes in the box and it's cleared. All right, they started on the front foot in this half, so clearly
Well, I mean,
Stileski,
they did in the first half as well.
yeah.
So
So maybe Spileski said, you know what, just go for it. Go for it. But whatever you do, don't build from the back. Whatever you do. And the final thing that can spice, and obviously we should be talking about the game, but obviously this is filler. As you quite rightly said, he said, I unorthodoxly had 6 or 7 Cypriots in my team during games. I don't ever remember going to interviews and being asked why coaches don't field Cypriot players. I try to choose those who play based on their experience. Big Malaguez right there.
big Malaguis. Big Malaguis. I mean, the other thing as well. The other thing is as well is something that was really shocking that somebody sent to me. Was it yesterday or this morning? Was an under 19s game between Ajax and Bafor.
Yes, I saw this.
And Bafor had 2 Cypriot players in their under 19s.
Yeah, but you know why?
I know why, but it's still disgusting.
Yeah, but this is Buffer's thought process now. We're not going to trust Cypriot players. What we're going to do is get these young foreign lads, get them registered to the academy by the age of 18, nationalise them within 5 years. They qualify as homegrown and Cypriot.
Yeah.
I wonder how many of them, I didn't see the nationalities though. I wonder how many of them are non-EU though. Because if they become non-EU, if they're non-EU and then they get their citizenship, then their value goes up because it's easier to flog them.
Well, I know that I think there's this Delanya that they've got who's breaking into the first team Dora. He was in the under 19s last year. And I think he's like Argentinian. It was playing. I think it was playing behind Lisandro.
Oh, okay. 1 minute. I think I have it. Probably can't see it. It's too small.
There you go.
Right?
So you've got Croatian, Greek, Italian, Belgian, Latvian, Portuguese, Spanish, Finnish, Gibreo, Spanish, Gibreo.
Yeah. So we know that's what Buffalo are trying to do. Caldera dos Santos.
Well, I think I saw. Yeah. The Latvian guy's called Batija, so you know he's almost there.
Well, the funny thing is, you know that they've got an agreement with
Riga FC.
Carvalho.
Yeah.
No, they've got an agreement.
Oh, yeah, Carvalho as well. Yeah, because he's gonna look for Brazilian players, isn't he? Yeah.
Well, hopefully they don't have a criminal record.
Let's not delve into that little bit.
God.
Yeah. Yeah. So Stefanos brought up a comment there saying Aris is doing the same thing. They are up to a point. It's still a mixed team that Aris have got. Bafor just being very open about the fact that they don't give a shit.
Yeah. But I think what Aris are trying to do is they're trying to establish themselves as one of the major teams in Cyprus. Once they've done that, then they'll really go balls deep on their academy. It's very similar to what Man City have been doing. So if you think about it, when Mansour took over, they threw all this money at these players, but in the background they were building their academy, literally building their academy. They've got fucking universities around the club, all these different facilities.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they were bringing in young foreign players, but they're also bringing in decent coaches. And now you're seeing players like Foden and, you know, a couple of the lads that came on the other day. Even the guy that went to Chelsea, I forget his bloody name now. Forget his name. The guy that they sold on deadline day to Chelsea. Ari unfollowed you on Twitter. You wish what do you mean they unfollowed? What did you say to get them to unfollow you, bro? Ari don't unfollow anyone. What did you do, Connor? You got me paranoid now. I have to check that they wouldn't unfollow me. Come on, they wouldn't unfollow us. What did you do to get them to unfollow you, my guy? Come on, Connor. Come on. By the way, I forgot to tell you, and I'm going to tell these guys as well. I've been talking to Agrida about doing a giveaway with them.
Oh.
So I'm just waiting to confirm if they're able to do so, because they said they're up for it, but I asked them if they're able to ship abroad, and they haven't got back to me yet. But yeah, they're interested. So hopefully we can get something sorted with them.
I want an Anodi shirt. Even though he's not there anymore.
number 0, as in minutes played. Or 0/2.
Yeah.
0 minutes in 2 years or whatever.
Yeah.
He has a Cypriot club with the same as Buffalo. I see a Russian. Yeah, but come on, man. Like, look how many other clubs are.
To be fair to Buffalo, Dubov is English. You know how everybody had to go. Everybody kind of politically had to go at Cyprus about golden passports.
Yeah.
That's how that happened.
Yeah. Well, wasn't a certain former president's daughter involved in it in some capacity, and she's not being banged up allegedly?
No comment.
No comment. Yeah. Okay.
No comment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So idea of building from the back, lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, balls over the top. Do you know what they're doing now? They've told Kazu to play more like a wing back, and Boyaki is helping as almost a third centre back. So Rosovic is going to be slipping into a left back area when Kazu gets forward.
Okay.
So I think that's the area of the pitch that they've identified as perhaps they've got a bit of a weakness, Sparta Prague. So let's see. Oh, you go, Sparta Prague, ball over the top. Borison heads it forward, flip back over, back to the goalkeeper. Lovely. It's like watching Wimbledon. Not the tennis, but Wimbledon back in the day.
What, Crazy Gang football?
Yeah, Crazy Gang Wimbledon, yeah. With Joe Kinnear as head coach.
Yeah.
Or manager, so I say. Not the Norwegian guy with the Wellington boots.
Oh, Egil Olsen.
Stefano. Come on.
You mean Egil Olsen?
Egil Olsen, yeah. Flipping, that was it. And he played 4-5-1 as well. The fucking terrorist. Honestly.
Listen. Every Wimbledon manager that played Vinnie Jones was terrorist. Just that's Paul Gascoigne.
Flipping hell. Oh God. I'm just going through what's his name? Ketspar's last squad at Anorthosi.
Don't.
Look at Russia, Cypriot, Barudi, half. Let's see if he gets called up to the fucking national team.
Yeah, Barotis has been doing really well for Anorthosis as well. I don't know why he's not.
He's 22 years old. Like, he's 22 years old.
He's too young. He needs to be over 30 for Getspire.
Yes. Good point. Very good point.
You either need to be over 30, or otherwise you get put right wing back when you're a central defender.
True. Mind you, I guess if Andreas Avram wasn't the sporting director at IL, he'd get called up as well.
Yeah. Oh, you know, Jason. They should have brought Jason back.
Yes.
He's not doing much at Southend anymore.
True.
Have they gone bust yet, or what's the deal there?
Pass. I've not got a clue.
I read at the beginning of the season they had been paying their players. Jason Dimitriou was the only one who kind of stayed during the summer. I was like, that's a guy. That's who you want on your side.
Yeah. Right. Okay, Sparta Prague had a corner. The goalkeeper tried to punch it away. They've got the ball back, but Boyaki's just booted the ball against the winger, and it's a goal kick. So we haven't missed anything, really.
No. I mean, I'm watching it. If there was something to say, I would have said it. It's not a lot happening, which suits Prague.
Wasn't Ilya supposed to sign for Omonia today? Oh, fuck knows, man. Fuck knows. Like, all I've been reading are these, websites, and one website will say he's close to joining, and an hour later, another website. No, there's been a breakdown in communications.
Yeah. So
an hour later, he's close to joining.
Yeah, it's something specific to a condition in the contract that they need to sign. So
my umbrella crosses it in the box. Ooh, keeper comes out and collects it. That's the closest they've come to scoring.
So what's this condition that they keep going on about that they can't seem to get over?
I don't know. Because we want to sign him on loan and then buy him permanently at the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a free agent in the summer. So if we get him on loan, effectively we can agree a pre-contract in January.
I think that's probably what the condition is. Achna is trying to get in the agreement to not have
or
that happen.
sign him on loan until January and then buy him up front sign him on loan until January and then pay the fee in January. Makes sense?
Yeah. Or you could just get him next season after he's banged under the 15 goals in for Achna.
Yeah. But what do you do in the meantime? Sign Besedin on loan again?
No, man, you've got Gaguli, haven't you?
His contract is until 2025. So someone told me that his contract was up at the end of the season. Okay, well there you go then. So I guess Yeah, I saw this one as well. He's playing against Gadmiodisa and then he joins us. His last game was supposed to be against Salamina, and then he was going to join us. But obviously, that was cancelled. So he plays against Gadmiodisa and then he joins, I guess. I thought Fakri month was over.
Transfer window's closed, lads.
Yeah. It's slam shut.
So I don't know if that's going to work.
No, it's probably loan till January and then sign him permanently.
It could be the same deal that Abuel had, but obviously Abuel didn't have the money after the loan to sign him.
Yeah. Free agents can still sign. Yeah, if they've been out of contract since, I think August. I think they said 6 months if they haven't played in 6 months. But if they've been out of contract since August, I think anyway. Last year.
Well, I mean, contracts normally finish May, except obviously in Scandinavia. You know, your summer months.
God knows what these rules are about in Cyprus, man. Honestly, this like every time I hear, there's always a new rule, or they changed it, or people don't know what it is.
Stefano, that's the comment.
Yep.
Fuckery month is for life.
Free agent since the 1st of July. Okay, well there you go. So Phil Jones can join, Adi.
There you go. No, he's joining Baffo. How many times?
Baffo, sorry.
He's joining Baffo. I mean, they don't.
Come on, man like Morgan Brown is coming on.
We need that. That's what this game needs. Needs an injection of that caffeine.
Yeah, man.
Get Mr. Brown on.
Question is, who's he going to take off? I think he's probably going to take off
It'll be Struski, won't it?
Strutsky, yeah. Half an hour to play. Nothing has happened. Nothing has happened.
No, there was like a dangerous cross from Mayambela
Yeah.
a few minutes ago, and that's about it, really.
Oh, hang about! What a chance that was! Flipping hell! Bad back pass from Sparta Prague, and I think that was who was that? Was that Bengtson that closed in? All right, now you guys need to fucking step it up. Come on now. Flipping hell! What a chance that was! See, this is the thing that when the longer it stays 2-1, the more nervy Sparta Prague might get, and that was a big mistake there. They got lucky. If Bengtson was half a yard quicker.
That's why you need Montnor on.
Yes, true.
I think that's coming because I think Brown's going to shore up the center of the park, which will let your left-sided midfielders kind of your wingers kind of roam a bit further up.
The thing is,
I'm still waiting for this shit back pass to happen, man. I'm still. Oh, no, it's not yet. That is so. Oh crap! Oh, that was dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, Adi on the break is 3 against 4, but there's no one really. Okay, Gogorin on the left-hand side of the box. That's a poor first touch there, man. Flipping hell. Touch of Russell Brand. Mayambela, come on, man.
Oh.
Here we go. Here's one for you, Tasso.
Go on.
I read a lot of criticism on the explosive character of Sapinto, but nothing really on Shpilevsky. He gets a freaking card on every game he coaches. What do you guys feel about him?
I think he's a very angry boy, but he loves his guys.
He loves his guys.
Is the Shpilevsky, I think, compared to what the reason Sapinto does it, Shpilevsky is almost like a troll. He does it.
Yeah.
Which is why there's not as much kickback on it.
Yeah.
Because it's all with Shpilevsky, it's always for back talking about something or other, whereas Sapinto he's just a bastard.
Yeah, but don't forget, Shpilevsky's only 35, man.
Yeah.
You know, Sapinto is how old? How old is Sapinto?
I don't know how old Sapinto is, man, but I'll tell you something about him. Is
50.
that he acts all big and hard until it starts raining.
Yeah, when it starts raining, forget it. Just wear a vest though, bro. Like, we don't want to see your moves.
Yeah. It's so it's just I'm not gonna do this press conference because you've got the air conditioning.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
Honestly. But I think with Shpilevsky, because you know he's young, he's very energetic, and he's got a very, very good relationship with his players. And I think he gets away with it because they need character. He's not Ketspire levels of shit housing. Do you know what I'm saying? Ketspire, again, I'll never forget. It was during the COVID, during the pandemic. And Anrothasi were playing. I can't remember who they were playing. But you hear someone on the touchline going, "You are fucking shit." And it's actually Ketspire like, laying into his players. You'd never see that from Shpilevsky, man. Never. You know?
Yeah. I think the other thing with Shpilevsky is we saw it come up last season where one of the Aris's fitness coaches is an Apollon fan, and he was in the Sindesmo at Apollon, and obviously he joined Aris, so he wasn't in the Sindesmo anymore, and he was getting a bit of stick from Apollon fans, and Shpilevsky jumped in to defend him, And so this fitness coach and Shbilevsky both got fined afterwards for going after the players. I'm like, have I been kicked off? Guys, everything's a bit frozen. Is this Stell? Stell's gone. Have I gone? Hola.
Yes, my
Oh, there you go.
my other thing, what's it called? The mobile data thing just froze, and now I'm back on my Wi-Fi. So I'm just waiting to see whether my Wi-Fi is going to start fucking up, so I can switch it.
Jesus
Happy days.
Christ! I got worried there because I was talking and there was no response, and you were like,
Did I look stoned?
yeah, like
Yeah.
I didn't know if I should have stopped talking or not.
No,
So
no, it's fine. It's fine.
I've just seen Gomis is coming off for Bambika,
Yeah, Morgan Brown has come
and
on
and
for.
Brown has come on
Oh shit! They
for
just made it 3-1. Fucking hell. Ah.
for Joke. Okay.
It's game over now, man. It's game over. Shit defending again. Yes, I think that's done and dusted now. They shot themselves in the foot again defensively, and there's no excusing it as far as I'm concerned.
I'm just
come in. They haven't cleared their lines. So they've won the header, but they haven't won the second ball. They haven't won the third ball. They haven't cleared their lines. And there's a guy on the edge of the 6-yard box, and he's just poked it in. I mean, honestly, the guy's beaten Morgan in the air. The number 7 has beaten Brawson, and the guy on the back stick has just fucking, yeah, that's it. Game done. Game done. That is that.
yeah.
They need to fucking go for it now. There's no faffing about with this fucking, get men behind the ball, counter attack, yada yada yada. You just can't.
It's another set piece, isn't it? It's yeah.
Watching his defense gives you more and more hope for the game against them Monday. Well, we know what Omoni are capable of, bro. Like especially in games like these. So, I don't know. I don't know. They did this away against fucking was it Slavia? Was it Slavan Bratislava? Was it Bratislava they played against when they walloped them in the second leg and they won they lost the first leg. The same sort of thing. Same sort of thing. But those goals you cannot. I'm sorry, they're indefensible.
Nah, that's really bad. There's no excuse there. I'm just trying to. It's Brawson, Orosovic, and Kaju are just all over the place. And and then I'm just watching as well. This Babika kind of like stood absolutely static instead of. So, right, the goal scorer was being marked by Babika.
Yeah.
And the goal scorer runs into the 6-yard box, and Babika stays static.
Yeah.
And then Yago gets Yago or Kaju. I can't. It's Kaju. What am I mixing them up for? But Kaju is kind of caught between trying to get to him and trying to get to the ball. Gets neither of them, and leaves the guy completely open to tap it in. It's very disappointing goal to let in, man. That's the kind of goal that saps your confidence. Like those players are going to be completely drained now.
Well,
it's like they've been kicked in the nuts.
Well, this is the thing. They're going to fly back tomorrow. They're going to probably have a debrief on Saturday and then a training session on Sunday and then us obviously in the evening. Oh God, here we go.
It's all right, Thoma. I've received your present. I have opened it, and oh, look at that.
Now, play nice, children. Play nice.
I've been wanting to get that one out. So
There's Sparta Prague throw in, another long throw. Let's have a look.
especially with all the caviar that Petridi seems to be chucking at us.
Oh
Anyway.
my!
I think as well. Just looking at how
The Sparta Prague goalkeeper is now 40 yards out with the ball. Fucking my guy just runs with the.
no, he's gone again. See you later, Stel.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. You're back. No, you're not back. Never mind. Yeah. So I'm gonna wait until we get to the point where the goalkeeper is 40 yards out with the ball, and then we'll know. But yeah, I was gonna say something about Petridi's bilones that he mentioned. You know, the financial bilones. Basically being tria cavia instead of tris pilones, you know, because they did the Lagio towards the end of last season about the apartment, and nothing got released there. There we go. I've just seen Vanna Alves pick up the ball from a corner, boot it up, and yeah, there you go. There's the keeper. Dribbling the ball forward, nobody from Aris kind of putting any pressure in Sparta Prague's side of the pitch. It's not good, man. It's not good. But anyway, back to Tris Pilones. So Tris Pilones that you mentioned, the three pillars, was one, the Lagio. There's the first one, right? There's the Lagio for the flat. So a lot of fans bought the Lagio, and they won't do the draw for the flat. So there's the first Bilona right there. You've got the second Bilona was if you're a rich fan, you can put 10 grand into the club and you can be on the board. There's your Defteron Bilona, 2 Bilones. Now the third Bilona I can't show on the screen. But that's the one where they were looking for investors. But yeah, that's not there either. So yeah, I don't have access to bring the comments up, guys, but I am reading them. So Athos has asked, they did the draw, if I remember correctly, wasn't it tied with the Greek lottery? If they did the draw, they didn't announce a winner on any social media or anything like that. Otherwise, I would have said something about it. I've not seen anything about it. But yeah, so some comments as well from Banikui. He says, I can't understand it why they didn't get another centre back. So if that's for Ario or Abuel, I completely agree with you, mate. Both teams. The fact that Ari didn't get a centre back, they needed the upgrade, and it's kind of proven the case when they've faced standard European opposition. Hey, he's back. But yeah, the fact that Aris don't have a new centre back is kind of proven their undoing in this game.
It's unbelievable. Do you know what? I don't know what's happening tonight. It's an utter flipping mess. I'm now using the data on my mobile phone.
Okay.
Like, if you don't have a plan A, you have a plan B. If you don't have a plan B, you have a plan C. And plan A and B went out the fucking window. Honestly, it's wild. It's fucking wild. What a night. What a night. I'll tell you what, my internet service provider is going to get a nasty phone call tomorrow. That's a fucking nasty one. Nasty. So let me show you guys. Let me show you. So I've got my Wi-Fi down there. The box is down there. They've given me this as a, oh, well, if your internet goes down, you can use this. Well, this is what I was using the whole time. And it was all right. And then all of a sudden, it dropped. So I figured, let me try switch it over to my Wi-Fi. That doesn't work. So now I'm using my mobile phone.
And you're tethering.
I'm tethering off my mobile phone and watching the fucking football. So fuck knows what's going to happen with my internet allowance. I know but it's unlimited, fair usage. But yeah, needless to say, my ISP are going to get a fucking filthy phone call tomorrow.
So Gagarin has just come off for Stepinski.
Yes, just seen that, literally just now.
Okay, good. I've just seen that as well. So,
yep. Can I take anything out of this game, like in terms of positives?
No, I don't think so, man. Apart from the experience of playing the game in the first place, there's not much else positive you can take from it. I don't think.
You know what? It's just you. This is gonna sound really fucked up, but it doesn't. It's not a 3-1 game, really, because aside from the goals, I can't remember Van Alves having much to do.
I'm pretty sure the Sparta Prague goalkeeper's done more than Van Alves tonight.
Debatable.
I've seen him make a couple of saves, including the one with the really crap pass back.
Right. I don't know. I don't know.
But yeah, I don't know. It looks like they've turned it up a notch. Now that Stepinski's on.
Yeah, mate. Give me 2 seconds. Fucking
yeah. Go for it. I'm gonna drop an opinion on you all. I think Shpilevsky had a plan without Gogorin in his team, and I think Gogorin coming in has kind of ruined the has ruined how well the team was performing, maybe because he's come in now and Shpilevsky's having to work him into the team, where before he didn't have to deal with that. So now he's got an additional attacker, so he needs to refresh with the rest of the team. It's an interesting one. You missed out my great opinion.
What's that?
I think Gogorin. I think Gogorin coming into the first team has kind of ruined Aris's flow a little bit, because Shpilevsky had the plan without him for the first 2-3 months of the season, and he's suddenly come in and he's having to try and fit him in again.
Yeah.
So it's gonna take like a month or so for him to get back into the swing of the formation that Shpilevsky wants to play.
It's a different system to last year, because if you remember last year, Gogorin was almost like a false 9 and he was dropping deep. Now they're more direct. They're using the width as what a save. So they're using the wide men more as wingers than anything. So yeah, you're right. Hang about Bambika is giving it to, who's that? Is that Bengtson? Yeah, it's Bengtson. But he's got 2 men around him. Best he can get. Oh, crossing the box, headed away. They're creating, this is the thing, like they're creating little half chances. But it's too little, too late. Those goals. I mean, the equaliser, yeah, you can say, all right, you're still in the game, but that second one.
Yeah, the second one basically killed him.
Yeah,
So they've turned the intensity up. Do you think he didn't actually want him? I don't think he didn't want him. I think he was just planning the season without him because he probably made it well known to them
yeah,
that he was going to try and stay at Fiorentina and uh, and do something with them,
yeah,
especially since I'm guessing he was also waiting to see where Aris were going to get to in Europe
yeah.
before wanting to come back. So, for instance, if they didn't get Europa League and they got Conference League, I don't think he would have come back.
No, no. And don't forget, over the summer, he was playing pre-season with Fiorentina, so there
Yeah.
were plans to have him there, but
But then they went and signed another striker, I think,
yeah,
and
yeah,
that pushed him down the pecking order.
yeah. Well, I remember last summer they signed this Brazilian striker from FC Basel, and I wasn't convinced by him because he played against Omonia a couple of years ago, and he was dreadful. Like, he scored a couple of goals. One was a penalty, I think, and the other one was just shit defending. I'm thinking, this guy to go to Fiorentina, nothing special. But obviously, they signed someone else. Let me have a look at who did they sign anyway? Fiorentina. Oh, they drew 2-2 against Genk today. Genk. All right, Fiorentina. Well, Transfermarkt hasn't come up, so I just have to go with. Oh wait, here it is. Current squad.
So, question. There's kind of a comment that's coming in as well. It says they kind of admitted that they wanted him for marketing also, which makes sense.
Yeah, given his background and reputation.
Yeah, yep. It's the same. It's the same reason that Garmadisa brought in Kozhakov
Yeah.
as a coach.
Epic
Epic
Singular.
Singularis. I don't know what game you've been watching, my man.
Do you know what? I think I know what you're saying. I can kind of agree. Because they haven't been outplayed. This is what I'm saying. They haven't been played off the park. It hasn't been one-way traffic.
No,
They've
no.
shot themselves in the foot.
But the defensive errors that they've committed
No,
is you get punished for them. No, it's not.
here we come. There's another chance. Oh, great save, Vanna. But this chance came from them playing the ball out from the back, playing it to the winger who lost possession. And once he lost possession, it was Mayambella. Once they lost possession, give and go. Boyaki's out of position. Weidman gets in the box, brings it inside, plays it to a guy on the edge of the box, unmarked, and I don't know, man. They just
Games
the
falling away from them.
makers of their own undoing. It's that simple. You know, it says Sparta Prague have had 16 attempts on goal.
No, that's not right. I don't
No.
believe that.
Listen, I'm going by what has come up on the screen. Borison is fucked, man. He's been battered left, right, and centre tonight.
Mm.
You know what? It's interesting to see how they will react because, you know, when the other teams, like, you know, obviously Ajax last season were in Europe and Omonia over the past few years, when they've come back from group games, they've just been absolutely knackered. But you look at Adi, they've got 2 squads.
Well, hold on. So Omonia suffered a lot. I don't think Ajax suffered that much. They had some pretty good form in the league as well until
the
January,
knockouts.
February.
Until the knockouts, yeah.
Yeah. So Omonia suffered with it, and a few teams that when they've got into the group stages before have suffered with it.
Yeah.
So it will be interesting to see. It'd be interesting to see.
Montno's coming on for Bengtsson. This was a key game for Aris to challenge for third or second spot in the group, but their defense is too poor for Europe. Well, this is it, Alex. You know, they're going to play against Betis and they're going to play against Glasgow Rangers. And they're a higher level than Sparta Prague. Musunda's coming on. I can't see the thought process behind that unless he's just trying to get him experience or...
Yeah.
I don't know. There you go, long ball over the top. Sparta Prague are in behind, 3-on-4. A chance, and Vanna has saved it again. Pretty basic save, to be honest. So he should be saving that. So yeah, they're going to have problems in Europe, clearly. But if they walk the league this season, what does that say about our league? You know?
I don't think it says as much as you think it says.
No?
No, because Aris have got a certain way of playing, right?
Yeah.
If you figure out how to counteract that certain way of playing, then there's no that's it. That the whole point, it was the thing that I kept mentioning prior to kind of the run that Aris went on after Christmas, was that their defense, if they sort out their defense, they're going to be very scary for any team. But their defense is a weakness at the moment.
Yeah.
And they haven't fixed it. They haven't fixed it. So it's all about figuring out a plan to deal with their attacking force whilst taking advantage of their weak defense.
Yeah.
The problem is, in most cases, it's probably going to be something like, terrorism ball.
Yeah.
But terrorism ball, but you're not trying to play it out the back once you've got it.
No.
You got fast wingers. You
Yep.
play it out to the wings, into the channels, and then
Yep.
you just let them go. Vroom.
The thing is, mate, what I will say is they haven't looked convincing in the league this season, if you think
No,
about
not
it.
yet.
All right, they went to Othello. Was it Othello or Ayes?
No,
Ayes. And they battered them. You expect that. They beat Ajax on the opening day. Okay, Ajax, the hit miss or maybe. But against Doxa, they weren't particularly good. Against Buffalo, they weren't particularly good. And I don't know if all these games in Europe, the qualifiers, if it's actually starting to take its toll on them. Because while we do say that they've got a big squad, it's not as if they've been playing the same 11 week in, week out. They have been rotating, but I don't know, man. It's just something doesn't seem right about them this season.
I don't know how did they start last season. I don't remember. They didn't start too spectacular last season either.
Yeah, but they didn't have so many games, though, did they?
No.
They didn't have so many games. I mean, they did have Conference League qualifiers, but they didn't have this many games. Let me bring up their things from last season, Amboro. I want Transfermarkt because Transfermarkt seems to be more... All right,
Let's have a look.
Yeah, my internet is fucking lagging, bro.
Let me have a look here.
I've got the stream and I've got the fucking live game as well.
Yeah. Leave it. I'll have a look. Right.
It's a pity for our Uefa coefficient. If Adi doesn't manage some points, it's going to be a struggle against Sweden for that 22nd spot, which will give us a team qualifying for Europa. Yeah. This is it.
Yep.
This is it.
Yep.
This is it. But then again, we can't just look at Adi. We need to look at ourselves, look at Omoni, look at Abuel, look at Ike,
So, Aris last season, match day 1, 2-1 against AL.
Right.
Match day 2, 5-0 against Olympiacos. Oh, bloody
Yep.
hell. Okay, never mind then. Match day 3, beat Apoel 1-0. Match day 4,
Oh, what a strike!
lost
What
to
a goal.
Garmiodissa 2-1.
Who's that, Mayambella? Who's put that in?
I don't know, man. I'm still on a free kick for Sparta.
What a strike that was. Flipping hell. It must have been Mayambella. He's the one I know that can hit a ball like that in that team. Flipping hell. They're trying to play the ball out from the back. He's nicked the ball. He's come inside. He just smashed it. Left foot, bottom corner. No, it's Bambika.
Right, hold on. So they're on the counter attack. Yeah, the guy passes it back to the keeper. The keeper passes it out onto the wing. Yeah, there's a couple. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's
Strike,
oh bloody
Great
hell!
strike.
Oh, it's a good finish. It's a good finish. It's gonna
That's a
make
great strike,
the. It's gonna make the last.
4
It's gonna
minutes
make
added time.
it's gonna make the injury time interesting, isn't it?
4 minutes. Well,
So
it's now 3 minutes because there's a minute gone for whatever it was. Wow, squeaky bum time now. And they might have time for one more chance. You never know.
So the first 6 matches that they had last season, they lost 2 of them.
Right.
And the 2 they lost was against Garmiodissa and AEK.
Right.
And then of course, they had that period of 6 games where they drew every single game as well.
Yeah.
And we were saying are they gonna stick with Spilevsky? There's
Yeah, we were saying, yeah.
managers have been sacked for less, and they stuck with him, and he won them the league. So
Yep. Yep. Right.
Yeah.
Well, they've got the ball in Sparta Prague's half. Sparta Prague have got is it Adi that got a throw? Is it Sparta Prague got a throw? It might be Sparta Prague. Yeah, Sparta Prague got a throw on the halfway line. They're trying to run down the clock. Oh, look, they got a man down. Oh, what a surprise.
Oh.
What a surprise. There's a man down. Honestly, it's just textbook.
Mm.
Van Alves is patting him on the bum. Come on, son, get up. There's nothing wrong with you.
I think if this stays as it is, it's probably the right result, regardless.
Yeah.
I think 3-1 would have been harsh.
Yeah.
But I don't think they did enough to get anything from this game.
Nah, man, they shot themselves in the foot.
Mm-hmm.
There's no two ways about it. They being a goal up and conceding 3 goals in practically the same manner from
Set pieces.
Yeah, it's just
All 3 of them are from set pieces.
Yeah, it's not good enough. And they'll say it. I know they're going to say it after at full time. What have they got now? Is it a corner? They were too busy fucking showing replays. You didn't even know what was going on. Yeah, corner to Sparta Prague. 45 seconds left, plus anything else, which I don't know.
Come on, counter-attack. Do it.
Oh, the Sparta Prague right back has just blasted the ball into space. Not what you want to be doing with, less than a minute left, because you just never know. All it takes is a long ball and a bit of luck and you're in there. There's a long ball. Are they going to get a bit of luck? There's a flick on. No. Come on, Ari. A few seconds left. One throw the dice.
Yeah.
All right.
I think, yeah. So 3-1, you don't learn much. 3-2, I think you've got a few more lessons learned there, I think.
One last chance. Vanna's just smashed it forward. Can he get his head on it? No. He's just let it go for a fucking throw in. You just wasted running down the fucking clock. You could have kept it in. Just smash it long for fuck's sake. Stop playing out from the back. My God, honestly. This is why 90s Premier League was the one. Just smash it forward. Where's Big John Fashanu when you need him?
Oh,
Fash the bash.
music to my ears. Bit of Dwight York.
Yes. There we go. Full time.
John Gregory threatening to shoot him. But yeah.
Full time. Not enough time. Not enough time. Goal was too late.
Mm-hmm.
Too late. Ah, well. That was fun, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Well, look, at the end of the day, they only did what they could. They shot themselves in the foot with the goals that they conceded. I think they'll be happy with the overall performance, aside from that fucking Gadastasi defensively. But
Yeah.
I don't know what they'll take from that in terms of maybe, as you mentioned earlier, the experience and they did put up a fight, but they'll be disappointed. I'm pretty sure they'll be disappointed because I think they felt they could have got something out of it, especially scoring a goal so early in the game.
I think if they were going to aim for third, this is a game that they needed to get a result at. And Stella's gone. So I will vamp for a bit until he comes back. But yeah, like I said, if Aris were going to try and get to third place in the group, this is a game that they would have seen as one that they needed to get points from. Again, the group being as balanced as it is, there's still a chance, but they've made it very, very, very difficult for themselves by not getting anything in this game. You can see Prague and Rangers and Betis taking points off each other, which would give them the chance to do something somewhere. But this is the game you needed to do something.
Right, look, my internet is fucked. I don't know what's going on. I think we just need to wrap it up before it just ends. It's been one of those nights. Sorry, everyone, because it's been a fucking clusterfuck. My internet, I've tried it with 3 different fucking devices now, and I think tomorrow morning I'm gonna really lose my temper with my internet service provider. So if you never see me again, it's probably because they've cut me off.
All right, send me your login details so I can still podcast.
I shall do. Right, boys and girls, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to visit foodfromcyprus.com and use a discount code NCN12. Thank you for tuning in. Apologies for the technical problems. Tasso, thank you for jumping on.
Thanks for having me.
We shall be back very soon, hopefully with my internet being better. So until next time, bye. End the stream. Not yet. Have we ended? We're not. We're still live. I can still see the
Oh, I guess. Bye.